Hey you guys! So we're gonna get ready to do our second live for today. And this one is gonna be using the Lovers, Lawyers, and Liars deck. This is the karmic deck. It has a lot of karmic situations that could possibly come out in it. So we're gonna do a little collective reading, and then we'll switch over to whoever wants to get a personal using this deck and see what that's going on there. Alright, so now we know what the delay is, don't we? Well. You have to pardon me, I'm already in my pajamas. My hair smells good. Flowers. Alright. Let's see, hopefully we have enough light in here. Let's see here. Oh wow, look how they do that. What a bunch of losers. Jiminy Christmas. It's so crazy. Oh wow. It just pushes it all together. Why did they start doing that? It doesn't even make any sense. Bonjour. Merci beaucoup for being here. We're getting ready to start a general collective. What the heck is going on in your neck of the woods reading with the big deck. And then we're going to do personals if you're interested. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Don't forget to double tap the screen and put a thumbs up on there. Will it let you? Does it have to be full screen? Now it's not working like that. That's really weird. Earlier today you could double tap the screen and it would put a thumbs up on. Now, nope. Doesn't work like that right now. This was literally less than, what, 10 hours ago? What, 10 hours? 8? Something. Mercy. Thank you for subscribing. All right, let's see. Check this out. Get my comments pulled up so I can see all of them. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button for me. I need a new page in my notebook. But I can't forget about that page. I want to look those artists up and see what that music is all about. All right, where's my pen? Woo! All right. How exciting. We haven't used this deck in a long time. What in the world's going on? That's what we're going to call it. forget to comment and let me know if you want a personal reading when we get done with the collective. As a member of the collective, this is probably going to have some things that resonate for you in it as well. You just get more detailed when you go personal because we tune out all the other energies. All right. Let me see what we got here. Let me slide this back. Let me put these over here kind of, because this is going to be a doozy. Let me lay these out and see what the story says. Oh. Anything else from this part? Did you get what you wanted out of that? Okay. I would hope so. The fish card was the first one out. And I don't know if that means that someone is literally catfishing. Because the next card is ghosted. And then the card after that, son-in-law. Oof. What? Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy. So there's some family things going on. Someone is keeping it a secret that they're psychic. There's something about a pregnancy and a DNA test and a miscarriage. So that kind of tells me that the miscarriage that happened was not the child of who it was proclaimed to be. You are not the father. I heard you're not the father. You were not the father. Guilt trip. I heard guilt trip. Somebody's getting a new pet, or maybe getting 3 new pets, or their pet is having 3 new pets. Someone needs to cut out the caffeine. Someone was embezzling money from, I guess, a business. I don't know if it's a family business, but now they regret it and they want forgiveness, and it's possibly related to a granddaughter, a brother, and a mother. Mercy. Mercy. What else is going on in this neck of the woods for this portion of the collective? Harassment from the neighbors is landing under mom. Oh, wow. Stepson is coming out. Rumors in the air came out. Making them angry came out. Knee problems. So somebody with knee problems is pissed off and they're talking shit. They're making rumors up. Next to brother, we get daughter-in-law. Oop, I just knocked my crystals all over the place. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, come here. Sorry. What babies? Oh no! Come here. Can't have it. Won't have it. Stand up. Goodness gracious. One little card. The daughter-in-law is causing a mess. The daughter-in-law is wreaking havoc on every single thing around her. Whoa. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe and click that thumbs up button. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing. Oh, the daughter-in-law is also a physical, mental, and emotional abuser. You can't even make that up. Oh, wow. Crossing over soon came out next. And that's in the same line with harassment from neighbors, miscarriage, and son-in-law. This whole block is like family relationships. Which is crazy because there's a billion cards in this deck. Alright, see what else we can get. Thank you, Creator Source Love, for bringing messages of information, clarification. Oh no. After crossing over soon, we also got aunt. Somebody's aunt. After that, we got I think about you constantly, and that's landing next to rumors in the air. So whoever's talking crap about you, they can't get you off of their mind. Oh, it's almost like they know better than talking crap about you, but they do it anyway. Alright, anything else flipped over? Hold on, we got something flipped over. The person that's thinking about you constantly says, you inspired me to change my life. And then it says, next to the knee problems person, cut the cords. Oops. Anything else for the collective on this timeline? Next to daughter-in-law, we're getting home renovations, so maybe this person, a way you'll know which one or who, their house is in the process of getting fixed, or fixed up, or improved, or something. What else? This person is a snake in your garden. This is landing next to physical, mental, emotional abuser, but it's also in the same line with mom and frenemy. In the same line with harassment from neighbors. The neighbors are watching card came out. Can you even imagine? And then after that, and next to aunt and stepson and DNA test, we got family expectations. Then introvert came out next to I think about you constantly and rumors. Something about Christmas is landing next to after introvert and you inspired me to change my life, but also making them angry. Christmas time. This is also in the line with the granddaughter, whichever applies. What doesn't, let it fly. Something about a bird at Christmas time. Oh my gosh, look you guys. Look, look, look. We already read it. Miscarriage, DNA test, blah blah, not the daddy. Remember that? Look, lied about paternity came out. And that's in the line with daughter-in-law and brother and secret psychic. Can't make this shit up. This is always a very interesting. First aid kit is coming out after lied about a paternity. And next to snake in the garden, physical, mental, emotional abuser. So somebody needs medical attention. This is for entertainment purposes only. Restraining order is coming out after, in the same line with the person that lied about paternity, in the same line with the neighbors who are watching and harassing, in the same line with son-in-law. Whatever, however it applies. It might not apply to anybody at all. This might be an off-the-rocker reading. That reader's off her rocker. Could be. Could. Blocked calls came out after restraining order. Well, hallelujah. This is landed next to family expectations, aunt, stepson, DNA test. Mercy. So many messages coming out so fast. Ooh, gang activity. So you may need to get a restraining order because there's some like gang stalking involved. Maybe it's online even. Or in person. Somebody might be watching you. The person that is the introvert that thinks about you constantly but also is telling rumors about you. You inspire them, but they also are pissed at you because you piss them off. Probably because you call them on their shit. Pardon my Spanish. Oh. I don't even know where to start. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. Investment opportunity came out after gang activity. So maybe somebody's invested in some illegal activities. It's landing next to Christmas and the person that you inspired that's angry at you or whatever. And then December came out. December has Christmas in it. Self-sabotage is coming out up here next to lied about paternity, daughter-in-law, brother, and fish, which I thought maybe that was a catfishing situation or something, like someone pretending to be something they're not. Oh boy, we got CPTSD coming out next to first aid kit, snake in your garden, physical, mental, emotional abuser, mom, frenemy. This is childhood post-traumatic stress disorder. This requires you to forgive everyone who damaged you during your childhood. Oh mercy, we already had triplets and now we got twins came out next after CPTSD. Next to restraining order, neighbors watching, crossing over soon. Now we've got something after twins came November. Maybe somebody's going to have twins in November or find out they're expecting twins in November. Somebody who had a horrible childhood. Change is here. It's coming out after November. It's also falling next to gang activity and the introvert rumors situation. Change is here, and then you make me glow. This is falling next to investment opportunity, Christmas. You inspired me to change, but also you make me mad, guy or girl. At the bar is next. That's falling next to December, knee problems. Online stalking came out next. Well, what did I say? I already said that. See, I was right. Gotta love it when the stuff that comes out my mouth also comes out in the cards a minute later. Something about Valentine's Day is falling next to CPTSD and first aid kit. Maybe you have some trauma surrounding Valentine's Day. I know I do. Holy cow. Twice now. Things of 4, 5, 6. No! Valentine's Day has lost me 2 dogs and like 3 relationships, a place I was living. Like, it always big changes around Valentine's Day. Oh, sorry, I'll show you Valentine's Day. And then taxes came out. This is falling after Valentine's Day. Next to twins, restraining order, neighbors watching. Somebody didn't pay their taxes. Somebody needs to pay their taxes. Somebody's taxing you on your twins. I don't know. Oh, you get a tax deduction for twins. Don't you? Don't ya? All right, what else for the collective? And this storyline. If all of this applies to one of you, I'm sending you the most giantest, biggest hug and big sloppy cheek kisses, because you need some love, and this is a horrible situation, and I know you're being strong and getting through it, even though you're disappointed. Disappointed is coming out next in November under taxes, in the line with blocked calls, family expectations, DNA test. All right, hold on. I got out of hand over here. All right. Anything else from this part of the deck of cards for this little part of the collective, the us, the one, the all, the we. Thank you, Creator Source Love, for flowing that river of love energy for us, for our healing and our happiness, for us to find our most, biggest, happiest, most abundant, love-filled timeline. Oops. There's two. Oh, no! You guys, I'm not a doctor and I don't offer medical advice. Keep that in mind. The cards that just fell out: blood clots, stroke, after disappointed and changes here. And then diabetes came out. And then pregnancy tests. Pregnancy test is landing next to at the bar, December. Diabetes is landing next. Oh, maybe somebody has pregnancy-related diabetes going on with their twins or something. Diabetes is also falling in line with Christmas. Granddaughter, cut out caffeine. Where was I? This one. Anything else? Something about July 4th. And that's going in the line with... Oh! The self-sabotaging, the online stalking, the daughter-in-law, secret psychic, brother, home renovations person, light about paternity person, July 4th. How can I put that? All right, and then what? What's next? Aw, someone needs cuddle time. And that's coming next to Valentine's Day. And after that, oh gee whiz, what the world is going on here? After that, next to taxes, we're getting guilty as charged. That's also in the line with restraining order, neighbors watching, harassment, miscarriage, son-in-law. And then day in court came out with it, if you can imagine that. Day in court is falling next to disappointed. Something about November, blocked calls, family expectations, aunt, stepson, DNA test. Boy, this is getting deep. Anything else? Almost done. Oh! After day in court, we got hobosexual. So someone that sleeps around just to have somewhere to sleep. That's landing next to blood clots and stroke. Changes here. Gang activity, introvert. That thinks about you constantly. And after that, we're getting broken arm. That's falling next to diabetes. Broken arm. granddaughter, someone you're making angry. Alright. Boy, oh boy, I just don't even know. This is a heck of a doozy of a story. Anything else to finish off the story? In the closet came out after. Oh! Someone's in the closet. Could be the hobosexual. This is also landing next to pregnancy tests. Maybe somebody who didn't mean to, because they don't even like girls, got a girl pregnant while they were drunk in December. Wee. Coworker lied is falling next to online stalking. And July 4th. And daughter-in-law. And boy, oh boy. Divine timing just fell out. Hold on. After coworker lied, we got divine timing. And that's falling next to someone needs cuddle time. And then we got child trafficking. What? Coming out next to day in court. Oh boy, this is getting pretty hairy, scary. So there's some kind of issue with children in this whole thing. A whole big issue. And then we got thief at work coming out next. Now this is child trafficking is coming out by day in court, and then we got thief at work coming out by hobosexual, gang activity, introvert, the person that thought about you, thinks about you constantly, the one that does the rumorings. Time to go. Time to get out of there. Anything else on something about your mom's mom? This is coming out after thief at work and next to broken arm. Mom's mom. Oh, fork. Time for a new zip code. Was landing next to in the closet. We got blood pressure. Coming out with the coworker who lied and the online stalking. So they might have blood pressure issues. It's probably because they're angry all the time. Something about Monday. There's going to be a windfall on Monday. Someone says, my heart sings at the sight of you. And then springtime. Maybe you're going to meet this person or this windfall or this wonderfulness is coming in the springtime on a Monday, or you're going to feel like springtime on Monday. We're going to call it on that one. That's good enough. For the collective, that's good enough. Good enough. All right. Wow. Wow. That was a doozy. Mercy sakes. Gonna mix all these back in random like. Goodness knows that's a way too big to try to shuffle them in any kind of meaningful way. That's a lot. whoops. Wrong direction. Alright, whoever's ready for their personal, please stand up. Just kidding. Comment. Time for a new zip code for somebody. My heart sings at the sight of you, they say. Wow. That's something else right there altogether, right? Oopsie, that's what I'm trying not to do. We don't need to spill them in the floor. Look out for that lying coworker jumped out on the floor. Secret sex life. My friend's saying I shouldn't talk to you. But they're waiting for you to call or text. I don't know who that's for, but it jumped on the floor, so there's something going on with that. My heart sings at the sight of you fell out again. What in the world? Somebody seriously loves the crap right out of you. Like seriously. All the way. Whoever you were in this reading. So whatever kind of horse feathers, whatever's going on in your neck of the woods, it's getting better. Something good is coming. Stay here. Alright. Mercy. Look at all my fingers. Stop cigarettes. I am. It's been a week. Plea bargain is, I'm noticing, is on the unused portion of the deck when I'm pulling on guilty as charged. Alcoholic. And there's jail time showing up too. Quit. I thought this reading was over. Hey, Chaley. My day was wonderful. How was your day? I sat down in my recliner about 5:30 and I fell asleep. And I had a nap until like 8 o'clock. It was marvelous. We're using a different deck. I haven't used this one in a long time. It's the Karmic Situations deck more than anything else that I use. I'm just trying to get them all randomly mixed back in so we can do the personal portion. Take me forever. Hey, you guys, don't forget to click the thumbs up for me. Subscribe to Diary of a Wounded Healer. I'm thinking about changing the name. Kansas City. Dizzy is here from Kansas City. Welcome. Click that thumbs up button, everybody. Subscribe to my channel, pretty, please. I know this is like, I'm starting over, like really. I worked 5 years on a different platform. I had over 10,000 followers, and then, Shazam, it was gone. Overnight, last year. Clear all that energy off. We don't want to read about that again. Woo! Woo! Here's some for you. Some nice sage. And then get my special notebook. Let's see who's in the comments. Pro Tag, are you still here? Mercy, my eyes. Bagshri, are you still here? Bagshri, and then Dizzy, Stitches, and then Chaley, and then AJ. Is that right? All right, let's see. You like the online handle? Thank you. I mean, it fits a lot of us, right? Like a lot of us are wounded healers. And these stories are our diaries. As a collective. All right, now let's see. Okay, so I guess is the only person still here is Chaley and AJ, who has taken over the whole thing, and so we're going to ahead and put them in a timeout for not using your patience. Do a few upgrades and then come back to my channel when you're ready. I love you. Bye, AJ. Bye. If you come in here with that kind of stuff, you guys, you have to understand that while I am willing to help you and bring you messages that Source wants you to have, you're not going to badger me or bully me. We're not doing that in here. This is for high vibing folks who are on the way up, up, and up, and up, and up. And if you come in here with your downing and you're down, 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 you're going out, out, out. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, so it looks like, Chaley, are you the only one here for a reading now? My dear, it says I have 6 viewers, but you're the only one that's actually commenting. As far as I can tell. Yep, I got all messages up. All right, Chaley. I'm writing your name down, honey. Let's see what comes out of this deck. This is going to be, because this is the one that has all the legalese stuff in it and situations that are not the norm and stuff, you know. Oh, what's your timestamp? 4234. I gotta get up and look. Yep. Now it says 4242, so we're just going to do that. But it was 4234. 4242. What can we get for Chaley from this deck of cards? Thank you, Creator Source Love, for bringing information, clarification, and inspiration on the situation. You know all the names and all the situations at hand. All right. Oops. Thank you for bringing information for Chaley to help with the situation at hand. You already know what is going on in that neck of the woods and what needs to be said. All right. Oh no. What? Oh no! I don't know about this. This might be in your past, but it's somebody or someone you know this is happening to. I don't know, but I'm cock blocking you and keeping you single, this card says. And that's followed by the homosexual card, like somebody who sleeps around so they have a place to lay their head. And then the really next card says arriving at your doorstep. So careful there with that. And then what's this? A day in court. I need to hit my cigarette. On that note. What else? What else, Chaley, do you need to know right now? Oh, Norse. Stop it. Okay, so we got May the 4th. And this is the card that I put in there, like, May the 4th be with you. But it's coming out after Day in Court. Let me slide all these over as far as I can so I can get as many on here as possible for you to see. And then we got mission complete. Followed followed by dumpster fire. Did something happen in May? Okay, so next to the one who was or is cock blocking you and keeping you single or blocking you from finding the one, says can't stay away. And this is crazy. The next card says soulmate arriving or has arrived. Dizzy. Emotional immaturity. Not attracted. What the Emotional immaturity is landing next to day in court. Dizzy is landing next to whoever's arriving at your doorstep. The not attracted card fell next to the May 4th card. Mission complete is getting hired a hitman next to it. Oh. So May was when you guys, when an altercation happened? Okay. Soul Tribe came out after the Hitman card, and it's landing also next to Dumpster Fire. So is this just people you thought were your Soul Tribe, but it ended up a Dumpster Fire? Next we have Spine Issue coming out. That's landing next to Can't Stay Away. I don't know if this is like an actual physical issue or if someone is spineless and they're not standing up for the right thing, not doing the right thing. And then the next card is I'm sorry, you were right. I'm afraid to keep shuffling here, Chaley. Anything else from this portion of the deck? Thank you, Creator Source Love, for allowing my voice to bring healing, even when my words are unpleasant. Shooting Star came out after I'm sorry, you were right, and landing next to Dizzy and arriving at your doorstep. Shooting Star. I don't know if that's like about a shooting. Actually, thief. Shooting concerning a thief. Oh my gosh! Thief at work. A thief is at work with the shooting. Landing next to emotional maturity and day in court. I just got really hot. Something about at the bar, not attracted, and May. And then Revelation came out next. And that's landing in the line with the Hitman and Mission Complete. What do you guys want? This one? Next bit of information, please. Thank you, Creator Source Love. Moody. Someone is moody. Someone in your soul tribe. This is also falling in line with dumpster fire. Watching you cry made me happy came out. And that's landing next to the spine issue person. I feel like that's like they're not standing up for the truth. They're spineless. Watching you cry made me happy. Who does that? That's a horrible thing. Oh, the heat is on in here. Let me get some air conditioning, you guys. This energy is huge. All right. What else for Chaley? What does Chaley need to know, pay attention to, or be aware of, act on? So daughter and sister-in-law came out together after watching you cry made me happy, and I'm sorry you were right. It's also in line with the homosexual. And sister-in-law is in line with shooting star, dizzy, arriving at your doorstep. He is bi. All right, Chaley, what else can we get here? I ate your cookies. That's it. Kick them to the curb. Someone ate your cookies. It's a thief at work who ate your cookies. They're emotionally immature. They're going to have their day in court. So somebody took something from someone. Or someone ate your cookie. You decide how it applies. It's funny. Oh. BFF is lying to you. This is landing next to At the Bar Not Attracted May 4th. Child abuse is coming out next. That's landing next to Revelation. What? No dyes, no preservatives, no chemicals came out after child abuse. And it's also landing next to Moody. Does someone have an allergy to chemicals or something? Or Secret Sex Life came out. And this is landing next to Watching You Cry Made Me Happy, the spineless one who can't stay away. What in the world? Is this resonating? Oh my gosh, May came out again. After Secret Sex Life, May. What? Triplets. That's landing next to sister-in-law. Shooting, dizzy, arriving at your... Walking away from drama came out next. That's landing in the same line as day in court. Asthma came out. And then December's in line with child abuse, Revelation, mission complete, hitman. Boy, all right. Anything else? Mercy. Favorite Human came out in the same line with Moody Dumpster Fire, Soul Tribe. If something's not resonating, just let it go. Either it's someone you know and you don't know about that situation, or it could be future, or I could be off my rocker. I try not to use a rocker at all, so I'm always off my rocker. The big C came out. This is falling in the same line with Secret Sex Life. Watching you cry made me happy. Boy. Waiting for your call or text came out. Under C, in the line with May, daughter. I'm sorry you were right. And soulmate arriving. Essential oils came out next. Fear of change. That's landing next to walking away from drama. Psychic came out. That's in law. Well, it's under fear of change. Are you psychic? Are you denying it? Asthma, BFF is lying. At the bar, not attracted. Psychic is in that line. And then, anything after that? Anemia, anemic, drink water. Favorite human. Your favorite human needs to drink water. I'm not a doctor. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right. Anything else? Ooh, I thought something else. Alright. Well, we're just going to call that one a reading right there. That's quite a doozy. Yeah. 16 minutes. That's a lot. Look at all that. Man. Let me see here. Oh, wow. You were born on the 16th. You got 16% on your battery. And your reading was 16 minutes long. Well, that's fun. That's super fun. Boy. Let me see. Don't you hate when your vape gets clogged and you gotta suck until your ears touch in the middle before it finally turns loose? Oh my gosh. Thank you for contributing. How many tarot destroyers are out there? And why would you want to destroy tarot? Because it's telling your secrets. Because we're using cards to get information about the stuff you want kept in the dark, you big loser. What in the world was that? Oh, felt like there was a bug on my foot. Nope, it's just the fan blowing that thing to hit my foot. How nice. That tarot destroyer has come through here saying other stuff before, but I just went ahead and removed them, and then next time they're just going to create another ID with a similar name and come back. I know who it is. It's so childish. Talk about emotional immaturity. Shazam, there it is. It's funny how the people that want to lie to you and hide stuff from you really hate you because you know the truth of them. They can't hide from you, and they hate you for it. But also, deep down inside, they respect you, and that makes them hate you even more. I don't. Oh, that doesn't happen with yours. You don't use the disposables. Fond of him. You don't agree with him being mean, but you still like him. Who? Mr. Destroyer? Or who? We had a pretty good convo about a year ago. From Tarot. Are you talking about Tarot Destroyer? Oh, wow. Well, they're not on my channel anymore. They never actually contribute on my, it has nothing to do with anything that's actually going on here. And it gives me a headache. That's the thing. When someone's energy gives me that weird headache, I just go ahead and get them out of my energy. Be careful out there. You don't really know who you're talking to. I noticed, Chaley, I was looking at some stuff on my channel, and you've been on my channel for quite a while now. You said that you were here 10 months ago on something, and I was like, oh, wow. See, I don't remember stuff. Like, I can't remember, like, how long someone's been here. I can remember, like, if it makes a negative impression on me, I'm more apt to remember the screen name. That's the problem. Because there's a lot of positive people out there, so they kind of all blend together. But the negative Nancy's are rare, actually, to come in here. Or the ones who are, like, just being trolls or whatever. It's kind of rare anymore. Did I just drop something on the floor? Boy. I got my hair all twisted up in it. Anyone who comes in and says that this is evil, what I'm doing, I just go ahead and block them automatically. Because I had a hard enough time coming to terms with who I am. And I know I'm not evil. For sure and all, and I know there's been a lot of prejudice against readers and psychics and stuff like that, but I really do believe that Creator Source gave me these gifts, and it's my job to use them to expose the liars and expose what's going on behind the scenes so that we can all know the truth and get on our happiest, healthiest timelines. New deck. this one. Well, it's not new. I just haven't used it in a while. Because it is so karmic. The energy is different with that deck. Like, I still have a little bit of a headache. Thank you, Creator Source Love, for flowing into me and through me, clearing and transmuting all of the nothings and the negatives into jackpot contents for my benefit and the benefit of the collective that I can help with that jackpot. I just did. It's gone now. But thank you. Oh, thank you. My hair, I've been seriously considering it being shorter, much, much shorter, because it's like clear down past the top of my butt now. But I usually have just been keeping it pinned up. It's my psychic antennas, don't you know? I was going to cut it a few years ago, and I literally had a dream that they took me before the Native American Council. Like, there was a whole group of them sitting in a kind of an oblong circle, and they told me, you are not permitted to cut your hair. And I was like, oh, because I have been looking at the website, putting different haircuts on my face and stuff, and they were like, I woke up from that dream and I was like, well then, guess I'll just trim the dead ends off. I researched it a little bit. Native Americans believed that it really was like your antennas, and they kind of proved it when they were taken over by the whites and forced into army conscription to be trackers, and then they shaved off their hair and they lost their gifts for tracking. Like, so they kind of proved it right, that your hair is important. Your ex cut 8 inches off of your hair? How long ago has that been and it hasn't grown back? Years? Have you tried taking you some biotin, collagen? I'm not a doctor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. Yeah, I've noticed, like, with my hair being what it is, people are, like, it seems to attract people. They want to touch it a lot and stuff when I'm out in public, which I'm not really comfortable with that, so I have to usually wear it pinned up, kind of hide it when I'm out in public. You're a very unhealthy eater. Stop it. You already know it's true, so don't do it anymore. I've been eating salads for the last few days. I don't know why people think it's okay to touch you automatic, and like where I was working, that was a real problem for me because I'm very conscious of my personal space, my personal energetic space, and my physical boundaries. And people cross my boundaries on the regular at that job. I'm kind of glad I got fired for sticking up for myself, because not only were people like energetically abusive, but physically harassing and sexual harassment. Like, one night, the owner of the building literally came in the back door, and I was standing there in the back door's off the kitchen. I'm standing there at the cutting board chopping some vegetables. He walks through and grabs a big giant handful of my ass cheek, like he owned it. Like, who does that to someone, first of all? Second of all, at work? No, no, no. Third of all, I'm not allowed to stand up for myself. I get in trouble for arguing with him about it. Like, if you cross the line, it's not an argument. It's me standing up for myself and shutting it down. That's not arguing. How is that an argument? Like, I literally was told that they're telling people I got fired for arguing with the owner of the bar. And that happened weeks ago. He crossed the line again weeks ago. I said something to him again because he had slid his stool out to where I couldn't get through to deliver food or get back in the kitchen. And when I tried to get through and I told him he needed to scoot his chair in, he said, "What, are you putting on weight?" And I was like, "Sir, you are rude." And so that's considered arguing. And that's not an argument. That's just putting someone in their place. I'm sorry, but I am not going to stand for it. I don't care who you are. You don't have the right to insult me or grope me or make sexual innuendos or offer me money for sex like the bartender kept doing. Like, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to work with that kind of person. And if I'm not allowed to stand up for myself, thank you for firing me. Right? Like, I really have thought about talking to an attorney, because the fact of the matter is, the whole situation was ridiculous. The way I've been treated has been absolutely ridiculous. The thing is, no one even talked to me about anything about why I was being let go or anything. Just the bartender got a call from the manager who told him to fire me. And I was like, why? And he said he didn't say why. Well, so it was over stuff that was ridiculous. Like, basically because I stand up for myself and people aren't allowed to mistreat me, I don't get to have a job. But that's okay. It's whatever. I just don't, well, there's no freaking, like, it's a freaking bar. You know what I mean? I was working for, like, cash for just a few days a week, not really making enough to actually do anything but survive, because the tips stopped flowing in, because there were literally people who were above me telling people not to tip me. There were people who worked with me who collected the money and didn't split tips. Like, it was a whole entire situation where they were treating me like crap over months and months. No, it doesn't make their behavior okay. No matter where you work or who they think they are, no one has the right to grab you bodily. And that was not the only person that did that, like grabbed my body without my permission. It happened multiple times by multiple people, even relatives of the guy who was supposed to be my boss. Like, and he gets mad at me for not wanting people grabbing me and touching me all the time. And it's like, how is that even fair? And then his wife, pretending like she's my friend, but actually backbiting me behind my back to everyone, making her little plots and schemes to try and get me upset, plotting with people to try and get me to quit my job or get me fired. She thought I didn't know what she was doing the whole time. She's like, "Oh, I love you." And her face just as big and plastic as anything you ever saw in your life. Nobody's waiting for a reading again. Let's see. Yes, she was upset because, like, one day she told me, she's like, she was talking about my boss and told me that he really thinks the world of you. He told me he thinks the world of you. And I could just see that gleam of jealous bullshit in her eye. And it's like, first of all, I do a really good job. I'm an excellent cook. And once I wasn't listening to someone who was trying to sabotage me, who was telling me how to do things incorrectly, and just started doing the way I know to do things at my own house, everything was great. But this person, like, constantly harassed me for like weeks, and then finally I told her at one point, I was like, you know what, all you ever want to do is bring negativity. I said, what is it? You don't want me to have a good night at work? Like, if I'm having a great night, you've got to do something to ruin it, like, because that's what she started doing. I told her, I'm not even going to sit near you anymore. And so then she started pretending like she was my best friend. She just loved me. She had her other friend join in on the little party of pretend party. Like, I can't stand fake. Like, it kills me to have to smile in the face of fakeness and pretend like I'm that stupid. But I do it because people don't even begin to understand the information I get from Spirit. And if they did understand the information I get from Spirit, they would be so thoroughly ashamed of themselves because they think that if nobody knows, then it doesn't really count. But it does count. Everything counts. She's one of those loud talking, everybody look at me, everybody pay attention to me. And I'm one of those kind of people that I'm just being me, and I'd really rather no one was paying attention to it. I just want to be over off by myself, whatever. After my shift is over, I'll go dance by the jukebox by myself or whatever and get all the energies thrown off of me that I don't want to carry home. And like, they would even like let me put money in the jukebox and then skip my music and tell me my music was stupid. Like, I was bullied so much working there. The bartender and the boss's wife, both cahooting and canoodling against me. Like, it's so ridiculous. I just need to have an income. I don't need daily harassment or lies and rumors or sexual harassment on a regular basis. I don't need people taking advantage of me. Yeah, she's miserable. Like, they fight like cats and dogs in there. People have literally got up and left because the energy's so uncomfortable for her customers when the boss and his wife are fighting, or the boss's wife and someone else is fighting, or the boss is fighting with his family, or there was a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting. Yeah. People just don't, like, they don't even realize, like, I was really good to them. I never, like, I missed work one time, and it was because I got 3 different viruses at the same time. Like, I was so sick for, like, a week. I couldn't even talk. But that's what it took for me to miss work at all. I was never late to work. Like, one time, I had his sister covered for me so I could go to my hometown and see my family and go to a music festival. And, of course, within weeks after I get back, I get fired. And I got the feeling that she was wanting to take over the kitchen. So you're probably a lot like me, and you've got that shininess to you. Like, your bright light really irritates people who don't have it but want it. And since they're jealous and envious, and they somehow take it as their mission to dim your light. Like, they're trying to dim your light or make you less than, or make people think less of you. And it's all envy and goofiness. It's just goofy to me. Like, they all put like competition on life, and life is not a competition. We can all be shiny together, right? Shoot, I'm a high priestess. I know that. I have been through all of the grits. My diamond is so big and shiny at this point. Ooh, diaphragm spasms. That I know who I am. I know the depth of my heart and soul. I know how good I am at the very basic levels of everything. I do operate from love whenever possible, and I'm not perfect. And I will not let people get away with treating me a certain way. I will be angry. They act like because you're a great person and you're sweet and you're sunshine and all that, that you can't get angry. Like, oh, that means that you're not a good person. No. There's a thing called righteous indignation, righteous anger. Like, sometimes you need to be burnt by my fire because what you have done is unfathomably unacceptable, and you have to stop doing that to people. And so I'm going to send you a little bit. My dragon breath. I'm sorry you have to experience that. We need a secret high priestess club where we can all come and give each other hugs and run and play with each other's hair in a safe environment. Make all that energy go away, heal each other, go back out shining for another day of battling on the mean streets of planet Earth, right? I'm trying to, like, that is my dream, is to have a healing center, a healing retreat, a place where we can do drum circles and teach people how to meditate and all that stuff. And I have purchased a property, and I have opened it up and invited people to come here for healing. Now, no one's taken me up on it yet, but it's still new. We'll see what happens. Give it time. I'm in a huge mess of my crystals. That daughter-in-law was out of hand. She wrecked everything over here to fix it. Past lives. Yes, me too. I'm a good transmuter. I'm a good alchemist. Like, I can just picture it happening, and it is. Like, I know it is. I can feel the difference immediately. Like, as soon as I just say the words, set the intention. The way that I talk to myself, so the night before I quit smoking, I literally I was talking to my body like it was another person. And I was like, this body does not like cigarettes. This body does not have cravings for cigarettes. This body is wanting to be detoxified and purified. Like, I was talking to it like it was a different thing from me. And the thing is, it worked. It's worked. Even when I did get money and I could have went and bought cigarettes, I didn't. I still haven't. So that's wonderful. A friend of mine gave me some money to help me out because I have no income right now. And it's freaking me out a little bit because my resume is in at least 100,000 places by now. But I haven't worked for anyone for a long time. I've been self-employed for, well, since 2008. I've done all kinds of things. But working for somebody else is not one of them. I've had clients, not employers. No, I'm just gonna let Source work it out. Like, I had a talk with my spirit guides, and basically I am trusting that as the bills come due, the money will be here to pay them. And so far, it has worked out just exactly like that. So I'm not meant for what I was doing, and it was preventing me from being who I'm meant to be. And so I have to put into work doing what I'm meant to do and just let the universe take care of the rest. No stressing or worrying, or just give it up. Just let it go. I do have to figure out, like, I still have my vehicle left behind on Kauai Island, and I found out that it's still in my name after being gone for 1.5 years. It hasn't been switched out of my name, so I really got to do something about that soon, and that's going to be expensive. It couldn't have happened at a worse time, really, but it is what it is. I think I might have to go there. Like, whenever yeah. They haven't let you work since October for the same damn reason. Yes. Yes, the universe will always take care of us if we have faith. You just have to let it go. They say let go and let God, let go and let love is how I like to put it. Like, my source is love. I come from love. I am love. I shine the love. And love will take care of me. As long as I'm doing my best, everything will be just fine. Just fantastic. I heard just fantastic. Better than fine. So, yeah. I guess I'm gonna log off of here, Chaley. I already ate all the ice cream, so I can't have that, but I'm feeling a little hungry. My salad wore off. Lost boy. I'm good. Are you okay? Are you lost? Give me a burn in my throat. Oh, wow. Isn't that how, see, that's the thing, Chaley. Like, these things happen to make it very clear to us that that is not our path. This is not your path. And, like, stuff had already been happening to me for a couple of months at that job. Like, I cut myself, and I have never cut myself at work with the knife. Like, and I did, and I was like, okay, that's number one. And then I got a couple of really bad burns by grease splashes, and I was like, okay, I get it. Like, they were just starting to show me that my better judgment wasn't in effect, and I kept working at a job that wasn't for me. Because I needed the money, I thought. Like, I wasn't trusting that better was out there. This live is about, what in the world is going on in your neck of the woods? Would you like a reading? You want me to pull some cards for you? You were excited for that job? That's really hard, yeah. Happened several times since October. See, I lost my platform in September of last year. I hope you can find peace, lost boy. Sending you a big old hugs. You don't have to believe in it. It is what it is. I am what I am. Oh, that's like saying, I don't believe that there's grass. I don't believe in grass. There's no such thing as grass. No offense. Ah, so you are. You are. I told you. I said something to you. Was it this reading or the last reading? One of your readings, I asked you if you had psychic gifts. And you're a tad bit stubborn. I was too, you know. So it took me like, this is a shame. This is a shame, shame, shame. They made me buy tarot cards in 2017. And I was so of the mind of like Lost Boy, like I don't believe in that stuff. Like I don't, everyone in my family is gonna think I'm crazy. I don't want to read cards for people. Now this was 2017. I had like, how many decks of cards they had me get? 2, 3 decks of cards. 3 decks. So then, fast forward to 2022. They took away everything. I had nowhere to live. I had my vehicle. My partner had abandoned me on Valentine's Day. Another Valentine's Day tragedy. And Spirit had been on my case to start to helping people with these social media platforms. And I started getting downloads of messages that they wanted me to put out there. And that's how I started this channel, like with the videos, was like recording the downloads. And then I had done a, basically an exorcism by a voice chat one night. That was crazy. So then I finally started picking up the cards and helping people with them. And now here, that was in 2022, so it took 18, 19, 20, 21, 5 years of having the cards. And I would pull them out for myself, but I wouldn't really do anything with them. Cry me a river, Chaley. Oh my gosh, Lost Boy, do you need to be put in timeout? You're an asshole. Alright, we're going to pull cards for Lost Boy. Let's see what Creator Source has they want to make sure you're aware of. I'm just going to give you these ones, and that's all you're getting. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with you. Custody battle, runaway, gang stalking, don't be late, celibate, you make me want to be better. That's all you get. Bye! Well, if you're going to be mean, I can't let you use my platform for that. Yeah, because I'm spreading positivity. We don't say cry me a river to anybody. We offer solace. We offer, oh, you can't see their comments? That's very interesting. It's a good thing you're spreading positivity for others. That's what I've done. That's what I always do. That's why I'm celibate, too. Because of people like trolls. Real life trolls. Are they dehydrated? Probably need a Snickers bar. Somebody's out here going Betty White on us. We're just gonna knock that off. Lost Boy, comedian. I'm super funny. Do they need liquid in the form of your tears? I need a drink. I think I'll have some lemonade on that note. Me. You know, Lost Boy, people come in here all the time and tell me how wonderful my energy is. People come in here and tell me thank you for your help. People come in here and tell me how funny I am. But people only come in here one time and harass me. One time. One time. Or my other viewers. You said to my other viewer about cry me a river, cry me a river. That's bully tactics, bully. No bullying around here. Let me pull you a song to go sing. Tyler Hubbard, Dancing in the Country, and Paperboy by Pigeons Playing Ping Pong. I'm gonna put you in timeout for a minute if you don't stop. Okay. Oh boy, I put him in timeout for 30 minutes because he's all being disgusting. We're gonna clear and transmute that negativity into more jackpots for us to spend at the Amazon. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I think I've had enough of harassment for one day. Mercy. That got ugly. Why do people have to go around just finding people to be ugly to? Is that really what the world has come to now? Where is the love? Where is the love? You know, I've noticed that some people do really place a lot of importance on that, and they act in some crazy ways because of that. At both ends of the spectrum, you know, it can make you crazy. If it's too small, it can also make you act crazy if it's bigger. People just get crazy over things that, you know what, it doesn't actually have anything to do with who you are as a human being. You better be a good human. Who cares about your penis? I mean, pardon my Spanish. Boy, I think I'm going to watch a movie. I watched Goonies earlier. It was so good. I've seen it so many times. It was good to watch it again. Do you agree? Boy, okay, I'm going to put these away. These cards, they're always such heavy subject matters and things. It's a different energy than this deck, completely different energy than this deck or any of the other decks that I have. Beaches. A long time ago, but I did just add it to my Tubi list the other day because I think it was Tubi. I hope it's still on there. That's the one. Yes. I've seen it a long time ago, and I came across it the other day on Tubi, and I added it to my list, I'm pretty sure. But I also have a really huge list. You do? Awesome. Because I don't really know, like, I don't really have resources for that kind of thing. I don't even have a computer right now. Like, it's better if they provide the equipment for whatever their job is. Because otherwise I have to go into debt to buy a computer. And I don't want to go into debt. Just because I can doesn't mean I should. I have a really good credit rating. But it's because I don't really carry debt. Yes. I know, right? Well, that's like, my friend was like, well, like, what do you feel like you're supposed to be doing? I said, well, or what do you feel like you're good at? And I was like, well, the things I'm good at are helping people and creating art, but nobody's paying me for that. I'm pretty artistic. I can paint and draw and sew. That used to be one of the businesses. I used to do custom sewing, like I made custom stuffed animals. But that's when I was living in Ohio and I had a customer base because I knew a lot of people there. I don't know anybody here in South Carolina. I'm so cut off from the rest of the world here in South Carolina. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. Like, I get these ideas, so I gotta start implementing some of the ideas. I gotta invest a little bit of money. Is the problem. You have to have money to make money, right? So you have to invest money into the thing and then create the thing and then try to sell the thing. Meanwhile, you don't have an income. That's why they call us starving artists. Yes, like writing a book is one of the things that they've been on my case about doing. They want me to start like literally from the beginning, write an autobiography, because it's going to read like fiction. People are not going to believe that someone has been through the things that I have been through in this century. Like some of the stuff that's happened to me or some of the things that I lived through, maybe in the 18th century, that was more the thing, or I don't know. Yeah, you need to write your book too. See, we need to get us a little group. Well, I did start a group. It's called Diary of a Wounded Healer. It's on Facebook. Like with the thought that it was a place where we could come together and encourage each other and share our creations with each other and get some confidence boosting and encouragement from each other. Right? Teachers and healers. Exactly. And creators. We are creators. But I would really like to have a place where we could gather, like a place for healing retreats and stuff like that. Like that's been a dream of mine for a long time. If you build it, they will come. Well, it was kind of already built when I got here. So I bought it. Well, they come. Airbnb used to have this thing where you could set up to do an Airbnb experience. And I wanted to set up something like that, like a healing retreat on Airbnb experience. But now they're not taking any new experiences. Right? Exactly. We have a lot of tools in our toolboxes because we have been through so many different things. We can put ourselves in so many different people's shoes and help them see their situations differently because we survived the thing and we're not so bad. There's another option that is better. I gotta figure out. You want to get into public speaking? See, I'm really like, I have a lot of stage fright. It takes a lot for me to like get up and sing karaoke in front of people. It took me a lot to be able to do these videos. And I still have stage fright every single time I get ready to start that live event. Every single time. But I have to do it. It's my job. And so, and it's because like my insecurities about public speaking, people need to look at me and know that even though they have the same thing wrong with them, maybe their teeth aren't perfect, maybe whatever, they have circles under their eyes, whatever, like you can still do the thing. It doesn't matter. Our source loves all of us and needs all of us on duty doing the light work, doing the mission, being ourselves. I don't know where you would start with public speaking. Maybe, well, first of all, you could start a channel on YouTube. Whoa. What happened? We just had a hardcore deja vu. I love when that happens. I haven't had that happen for a while either. I used to get confirmations like that all the time. And that's how I knew I was on the right path. Like, that would be my little, like, thing from spirit. Like, yep, this is what you planned. Like, this is where you're meant to be right now. You have 1 video posted and 100 subscribers. Well, that's a good start, because I had hundreds of videos posted and no subscribers. Like right now I have 400 and some videos, but nobody subscribed. For a long time I wasn't getting any subscribers. I don't know. I think I had someone reporting my content. They probably still are, and I don't really care. I'm going to do this whether they're being a troll or not. So maybe start creating videos, like, oh wow, you lost your son. So that's one of the toughest roads we choose for a timeline, I tell you what. Involving the loss of children. Those are the most painful things to experience. And I think it's one of those things that it can either really shine up your diamond or it can throw you down into the pits. Oh, that's right. I remember that now. I'm sorry. I have a hard time remembering things. That's right. I remember you telling me that. Okay. It's so hard for me when I'm like, I talk to so many people and my memory is terrible anyways. But when I'm channeling, it literally isn't here. Skylar and Liam. Let's send them out some love right now, wherever. I have a feeling you have that spirit baby right by your side growing up in spirit. You can talk to them. I always try to impress upon people, like, when we have people who have crossed over, you can still talk to them. Like, they're not gone. They're just on the other side of a wall you can't see. You're a medium too. See? So you really do need to be helping people. You got that Shooting Stars card. See, you really need to write a book about all of that. But people who are mediums who can speak with the dead, we have it in us. It is a mission to help the people who are still alive and suffering too much with the loss of their people. Like, we really do have to get to where we can bring forth those messages that are needed so much. So you didn't even want to come back here? You know, I heard that from a lot of people that have had the crossing over experience. Like, a lot of them did not want to come back, but their ancestors, their soul families made them come back because they have a mission. Like, we had a plan. We have to carry out the plan. What made you change your mind? What made you say yes instead of no? You were on a ventilator and in a coma. Yikes. Wow. Yeah, because you have free will, you know. Being that spark that is outside of source, you have free will. So you decided to come because God asked you to reconsider? Yeah. Well, I'm glad you decided to come back. Wow. As soon as you said okay, you woke up. Oh, you did? Can I ask how you tried to take your life? See, I've tried to take mine. They wouldn't even let me. Oh my word. Hey Ace, there's nothing else going on here. We already did the reading. So you can rewind back to the beginning and watch the reading. But we're just kind of talking. Wow. Wow. You pulled it out yourself. So you just went from like not here to here and completely functional in a tap of a shoulder. You don't remember it, but a nurse saw it. Yeah. I'm back. Oh, wow. It put your comment in review. Because you used the S word. That's fantastic. Get right back to the joy of living. Pronto. That's funny. I miss having a boyfriend sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, oh, thank goodness I'm just by myself right now. Do you remember it, Ace? Can you remember what happened? When you were on the other side? Have some Palo Santo, you guys. Can you smell it? I always think it smells kind of like licorice. Like I can taste it. See, I don't remember ever crossing over. And I've had a lot of accidents, but I never died. And that's how I knew I had a mission, because nothing could kill me. Not even me putting a gun right up to my head. They wouldn't even let the gun fire. 2 different guns in the same day. But also, like, accidents when I was a little kid. I fell out of a pickup truck. I fell off the top of a sliding board. Really? It was blank, but then when you came back, it looked like a fuzzy TV channel. So you didn't have the experience of like being above the room or seeing people like from above or hearing conversations that you weren't supposed to hear or seeing them doing the surgery or anything like that, Ace? Citrusy. Yeah, a little bit. But also, I don't know, it's like sassafras or something. They've done it to you since you died as well, and you died another time after that, Chaley? Now how'd that happen? It's filtering my messages. They told you you're going to die when you're 92, or you already know you're going to be 92. Someone told me when I was going to die once. When I was on Kauai Island, this Hawaiian man, he said his gift was he could see the time and manner of death whenever he would meet someone. And so I asked him to tell me, and he would not, and he would not, and he would not. Finally, he agreed to tell me how much time I had left, but he would not tell me the manner. And at that time, I had like, you can see the age of people's deaths. You don't tell people. You can see children. Well, this guy finally told me, and at the time, he said I only had like 11 years and so many days, not even months, 11 years and some days from that day And I worked it out, and it put me right about passing away, about the same age as my mother, who passed away when she was 59. So 59 is what? He was a liar? Oh, good. Yeah, because he was telling me, like, I only had a certain amount of time left. And so it made me feel a certain kind of a way, because I didn't figure I could get all the things done that I wanted to get done in that amount of time. Because, yeah. Maybe he was reading my mom, who probably was standing right behind me in spirit. She's the one that passed away at 59 unexpectedly. He used it to manipulate people. Oh, I'm not surprised. Like, I learned a lot about, like, things that I didn't really know about while I was houseless on that island. And a lot of the stuff that I learned about human beings from those human beings was surprising and disappointing. Disappointing. Oh, good. Yes, I believe in afterlife. We are energy. Like, so energy never dies, it transforms into a different form. And my family members who have come back to let me know what's up after they crossed over, like, typically we've chosen this journey. We chose a lot of the choices, like the choices were made ahead of time. The timeline was figured out how to get to a certain point on a certain mission with a certain group of people, souls who came in either to provide negatives or positives. And I think we can choose to come back, or we can choose to be a spirit guide. I know my mom is one of my guides, and I'm pretty sure my stepdad is too now. He was my daddy. And I'm pretty sure he's still with me. He was so good at, like, usually after someone crosses over, it takes them a while to figure out how to come to me in my dreams. Not my daddy. He was there the very night, like not even 15 hours after he passed away, he came to me in a dream to let me know. You know, I've heard about that, the white light recycling souls thing. Is that fear mongering? I just don't know. It doesn't make me feel like it's the truth. Because we are from the light. We are, like, love is a light, love is a vibration, love is a song. We are from that. We are of that. What beings? See, that's the whole thing. Like, what beings are using them to trick us? Are we talking about other dimensional beings? Are we talking about, like, what would be the purpose of it, right? Like, it just doesn't feel true to me. just doesn't feel true to me. I feel like a lot of the negativity that's perpetrated on the planet is perpetrated to keep people living in fear and not understanding their true nature and not understanding how free they really are to be the love on the planet. Like, you can do a whole lot more than what they would let you believe about yourself. I think that there are lower vibrational beings, and some of them are human, and they like to bring people down and keep people down. And so I think there's a lot of lies perpetuated with that in mind, in my opinion. I think, so I used to watch this show, and it was called I Survived, Beyond and Back. And on the whole, people had a positive experience most of the time. There were only a few times that people would have what you would call a negative experience on the other side, or what they would term as a purgatory or a hell experience. And in those cases, I kind of think that their spirit guides took them through a certain experience to get them to straighten out and act right when they came back. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Chaley? You guys ever seen that show? I don't even think they make it anymore. That was back in like the early 2000s. I've heard some people say they go into the white light. I've heard some people say they go into like a stream of rainbow colors. I've heard some people like say that like it's like a vacuum, like you can see the stars going past you, like in a split second. You're just not here, you're there. Like, so, I think it's depending on your level of awareness as a soul and other things, what you experience. Do we all have the same origin? Are we all from the same star? Yes, I do too. I completely believe that for every star in the sky, that's another sun, and there's another planet of some kind of beings on there that someone created. And I think there's more planes of existence right here on this very planet that we cannot see that's going on all around us. And I think some people can see the lower entities and things that are present, or some people can see the higher level beings that are present. You have a story that is hard to write out. Would you like to write it? Like, you can send it to me in an email if you'd like, instead of sharing it publicly. My email address is in the description. I think that the universe and everything that is beyond is much more expansive than the human brain will allow itself to comprehend. And so there are a numerous amount of ways to interpret it, and none of them are wrong. Have you thought of finding someone that you can tell your story to and they can write it for you? I can see it all. Yeah, send me an email, Ace. right? Because like I remember this one young man, he crossed over, like his near-death experience was when he was like 12 or 14, something like that. And for him, the transition was going into the light, but then it opened up into his passed on grandma's house. And thank you for subscribing. He like walked up the stairs of his grandmother's house, and at the top of the stairs was some family members, including his grandmother, who let him know that it wasn't his time yet. He still had things to do, and they sent him back down the stairs. Like, everyone has a different kind of an experience with their time on the other side. And yeah, so you said yours wasn't a near-death experience. You was actually and literally dead. And some people are. And the time that they were dead on Earth was maybe just a few moments. But the time on the other side stretched much longer. Like, it was more time than it could have possibly have passed, basically. Yeah? You had to have two, yeah. For 3 days. See, some people have said, like, the whole time they were in their coma, like, they were there with their body. Other people have said that they spent their time out of body on the other side with passed on loved ones, future children that they were going to have. Like, everyone's experiences were different, but yet similar, if that makes any sense. I know when my grandfather, on my dad's side, he had a massive heart attack when he was in his 50s, and he passed away at the hospital. And he said that he had some kind of experience with the white light, and he never told what occurred, what he saw, or anything like that. However, he was a different person after that. Like, he went from being someone who really didn't say much to be, or show any affection, or really participate a whole lot of anything other than the things that interested him. He started being a very loving person, and he would tell you that he loved you, and he would light up when you walked in the room, and like, he just started being the love, whereas before he kind of wasn't. Like, it was amazing, the transformation, but he would never talk about what he actually had experienced. It doesn't hurt at all to cross over, is what Chaley said. Anybody that wants to send me an email about something, it's diaryofawoundedhealer@gmail.com. I'm pretty sure I have it linked in the description on the video, and it's definitely linked in the description on my channel. So right now we've gotten onto the subject matter of not only NDEs, but actually dying and coming back. Oh. We're not really reading cards anymore tonight. Yeah, I've heard people like say that it was completely painless and that they were rather disinterested in their body. Like, they observed that it was out, like they were outside of their body and they could see their body, but they really didn't have an emotional reaction to seeing their body. Tribe time. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're just hanging out. What is it, Sunday night? I think it's Monday night in Australia. Well, now it's 2:13 a.m. You didn't see your body. Interesting. See, that's one thing I've never experienced, so I have no idea. I have no idea what that would be like. Oh wow! So that do you think that might be a past life memory? You know, I had a dream about getting shot one time, and like, I got shot in the chest, and I could feel the blood come up in my mouth, and just as it registered in my mind that I was dying, I woke up, and I could still taste it. Dream, and in your dream you were chased and shot and killed and were standing over your own dead body, and oddly enough it was not really as scary of a dream as it would be to most people. I just woke up and was like, huh. See, for me, when I woke up from getting shot, like I could still taste that blood in my mouth, and I was like freaking out a little bit because the place where it had occurred was right behind where I was living at that time, and pretty soon we hurried up and moved out of there actually because of it. But then I ended up living there again, like just by coincidence, like years in, like almost 10 years later I ended up in the same apartment complex, and that dream kept coming to mind like a memory, and like where it happened, the circumstances, like, so I kind of avoided even parking in that area to make sure that I wasn't over in that area to get shot in the chest. Because it was so real to me, like I was afraid it was a future forecast because my grandma had that gift, like, and I do have that gift. I have seen things that I have seen in my dreams come to fruition and show up in real life. So I was probably right to be stressing a little bit. You got a question, Ace? Is that what that is? It looks like a Q, a little Q. Oh. I'm starting to get a little tired. I better drink some iced tea. Your sister does, you have dreams that come to reality, and so does your sister. See, you guys have to be using these gifts to help humanity. Start keeping track of these dreams. Do you keep dream journals? Does she keep a dream journal? You should bring her to here. She needs to keep a dream journal. Oh. Your sister also sees you don't because you refuse to. You respect that. You don't keep a journal. You know you're supposed to. You know you're supposed to. You don't. So you're just thwarting your own mission. You're going to be so mad at yourself later. I send myself messages in Messenger when I have a dream. That way later on I can look it up, like according to subject matter. I can search a certain word and it will find it in that conversation, and it makes it super easy. Plus you can type, so you can just like hit the little thing and just let it type it for you as you tell the dream, and then send it to yourself and Shazam, there it is. You got to get on your mission, Chaley. I got to get on mine too. I just got to figure out what's the rest of it entail. Like, I know I'm on path because they're making me stay here. Like, I'm still here. So, the only thing I'm concerned about is the amount of times the ants have bitten my feet since I've lived in South Carolina. Yeah, you know what? You say that. You think the dream state is another reality. I do too. And sometimes I think it's like another timeline. You had a dream that you were at St. Peter's Gate, but they sent you back. Maybe it wasn't a dream. Maybe it was a memory. Because we do have a mission. Like, we came here with something in mind. We were going to do something. And we laid out all these, you know, people to help us get there, people to teach us the lessons we needed for that mission and everything else. But sometimes we get lost. And sometimes we'll be reminded with a dream, too. Sometimes you said that you have been told that you help people cross over in your sleep. You 100% believe that. I know I help people cross over. One thing I used to do on the island a lot was they have a belief that their ancestors, when they pass over, go into the rocks. And because they do have a belief in it, some of the ancestors actually were trapped in the rocks. And so I used to go through and open the door for them to see the light so they could cross over. It's funny that you say that. The angel of death and you are very close. Like, whenever I have been taking care of someone who is not doing well, they're at the end of their life, or they have an illness or whatever, I can see it on them when they're getting ready to pass away. I can see them becoming spirit. I can see the spirit lifting away from the body. Does that make any sense? Like, usually within 3 days, once this appears, once I see this, they cross over. And the number of people in my family that I've actually had the talk with about it being okay to go and that kind of thing, or holding their hand when they go. I think one of my missions is to be a death doula, which I didn't even know that was a thing until recently. And I found out that there's a free course I can take. Maybe you need to look in that too. Maybe you need to look into that. My sun sign is Sagittarius. And my ascendant is Pisces. So when one of my grandfathers passed away, I was holding his hand when he left, and I felt him go through me before the heart stopped beating. I felt him leave the body, and then the heart stopped. They say the body loses weight when the spirit leaves. I believe that the soul is what runs the electricity for the heart. I believe the soul provides the charge for the heart to beat. And I believe that it can only sustain that heartbeat for a limited time outside of the soul. Because for me, the soul is enveloping the entire body. The body is actually residing within the soul. Chaley says, oh yeah, that's right, we've had many, many lives together. Yeah, we're all energy. But I think people have the wrong impression that like their soul is like some tiny little thing housed inside their body, when in actuality, like, your body is housed in your soul, your temple. This is the anchor for the soul. The soul is carrying the body in a manner of speaking, the way I see it. It's just my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I don't offer medical advice. But I do know that we are much more limitless than we are led to believe. And I think that we're misled a lot. Your South Node is in Sagittarius and is conjunct your Sun, and that is one of the main placements that says this. And then we have your Moon conjunct my Mars, Saturn, and Pluto, and my Sun conjunct your rising sign. Oh wow. See, I don't know what those things mean when you say that. Do you know how to read a chart and tell me like what it means that there's this angle here and that angle there, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it all means. I have a chart and it looks interesting. It's like a star, kind of. Send me an email and give me, that way I'll have your email address and I'll send it to you. Because I don't know anything about it. One time when I was just beginning this journey, someone read my chart. Now, I didn't get to look at it. They just told me what they found, and I can't even remember it now. But it was an exciting story. I remember that much. I remember the emotion. I wish I would have had some way of recording that conversation. But I would like to know what it says, what my star chart says about, or my planetary placements really say about this path I'm on. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll read cards for you, and you read my chart for me. Even Steven. Fair trade. Energetic exchange. That would be very interesting. That'd be very cool to find out some stuff. I don't follow Western tropical. I follow Vedic astrology. Do you follow Vedic? Because I think that tropical is kind of skewed, misleading. Have you ever done your chart under the Vedic? Oh, good. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're supposed to use all of our gifts to help other people. You prefer tropical. See? For me, it wasn't accurate. For me, I spent my whole life, like I have Capricorn placements, but it didn't really fit who I am. But I'm also on the, like, under Western, I'm like right there on the cusp of Capricorn and Sagittarius. But under Vedic, I'm a Sagittarius, and I have Sagittarius in my North node. And then Capricorn falls in my Venus and my Jupiter. I have a hard time remembering the rest. I think my Lilith might also be Sagittarius. What about Virgos? What's your actual date of birth? Leo moon. Yeah, because see, like Vedic goes based on the actual planetary position. So, and then Westernized kind of takes a broad sweep and throws a whole bunch of things into one pile. 916. What would that be under Vedic? Yep, you're still a Virgo under Vedic astrology on September the 16th. Intelligent, strong communicators, and enjoy debates. Ruled by Mercury. $1984. Oh wow, so your sun sign doesn't change in both charts too, but your other placements do. Weird. I've known a few people who were born in 1984. It always, that always reminds me of that book, 1984. So, you. Well, it depends on which planet you're talking about, right? You say Vedic is approximately 24 degrees behind tropical, but it actually depends on which planet and what time of year it is, how much they skewed it, how much they scooted it over to fit in with this, or scooted it that way to fit into that, or whatever they did when they messed it up. When they messed it up, I said, I'm not biased. That's just how I feel about it. I felt like I was mislabeled for most of my life until I discovered that there was another way that it was done before that for me was more accurate. I think I must have missed something. My chat says it's showing me all messages, but oh. Really? Wonder why. That's like the music thing where they don't, like most music isn't tuned to the right hertz for healing. It's slightly off. How do you guys feel about that? I can't even remember what the hertz is or whatever right now. My brain is turning into pudding right now. Yeah. Well, if you want to work mine out both ways and see what is what, you can. I don't care. I definitely want to see the Vedic results, though. For some reason. I think because most of my lifetimes were done under that system. And Western is too new, and I'm old-fashioned. Western astrology is too new. Oh boy. Yeah, it's 420 somewhere. It is 2:35 a.m. in my neck of the woods. Wee. I'm hungry though, and I already ate all the ice cream. I'm kind of disappointed that there's no ice cream for my midnight snack. That would be awesome. I would really appreciate it so much. That give you a little bit of practice. But yeah, you got to start doing it. Like, you're gonna have to start you a channel, and then I can come subscribe to it and come watch your videos. And you can teach me stuff that I don't know about. I think all of us have a mission to serve people in whatever capacity we set up. But usually, yes, Ace. Ace said they use frequency to bring you down over the radio. And also, I completely have recognized, Ace, that the subject matters and the things that they encourage people to sing about are depressing or bring you down vibrationally too. What? Chaley, you have 15 pints of ice cream in your freezer? No. Nobody likes a braggart. Yeah. I'm going to have to go check out your channel. Am I already subscribed to you? Let me go look. Go to the channel. There, now I'm subscribed. And I'm going to have to watch. What the boo? Oh! Whoops. Okay, now. Wait, I'm going to save this so I can watch it. There we go. I'm back. Sprinkle fuckalicious. YouTube is filtering comments. Okay, hold on, let me look. I think I'm seeing everything. I know? Oh, chat filter. All messages. Thank you. Sweet. I will teleport you one. Yes, I'm gonna go check my freezer now. I'll be right back. You committed to doing a video this week, and you think you're going to try and do that tomorrow? Awesome! I committed to doing a video every single day, you know. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been sticking to that as much as possible this entire month so far. You couldn't see Ace's comments? Oh, and then you fixed it? Oh, was yours on top messages too, maybe? Because it keeps switching it out. Like, we're just sitting here talking, and then I'll check it, and it'll say it's switched from all until to top again. And I never said to do that. Not in my area. There's no DoorDash here. I live in the middle of nowhere, right next door to nothing. It takes like 35 minutes to get to a town that has like traffic lights and stuff like that, and stores and restaurants. Some aspects I miss living close to a city. Or close to, like, there's really just nothing here, that's all. Like, there's nothing here. It's kinda disappointing a little bit. But Tibetan bowl. I used to have singing bowls. I had stored my stuff with my friend who I was living with at the time. I stored my stuff at her house when I left and went to live on Kauai Island. Unfortunately, she did not keep her word, and now I don't have stuff anymore. Yeah, I want to get some more sound bowls. I want to get another djembe drum too. I had to sell my drum when I was on the island just to survive. I had to sell my ukulele. I had to sell a lot of stuff just to survive. Yours is tuned to the heart chakra. Oh, nice. De Niro, Ohio, Omni-chan. I'm from Ohio. Yes, they are healing. I have a friend in Ohio who has an entire set of crystal healing bowls, all of the chakras, all of the sounds, and he is amazing with those suckers. They are amazing. He used to do videos of him doing those. I haven't seen one for a long time. I'm gonna have to check in and see what happened. I'd like to have a whole set, but they're expensive, you know. Oh my word. Someday I will have a set for the healing retreat, and we will do sound baths. Yes, yes. That's going to be awesome. Crystal healing, sound healing. Yeah, you can you can feel it like surging through your bloodstream, kind of, right? Like the sound frequencies like thrum through you. It's amazing. Make you cry out of nowhere. Yes. Thank you. De Niro. Kinder Surprise. You know, those are a choking hazard. Amazon? Yeah, I don't have the money right now, but once I get back on my feet and I'm actually having an income again, there's a lot of things I wanted to get. Yes, frequencies definitely heal, and they've known this for a long time. Certain frequencies cause cancer cells to discombobulate. So it's like, nice. Only $50. Nice. I want to get some crystal healing bowls, and then I want to get a djembe drum, and I want to get one of those things that has the cutouts, and you use a mallet to cut or to tap on the different cutouts in this. It's like a steel head. It's like a drum, but it's not a drum. I don't know. I can't remember what they're called, but I want to have one of those too. Yeah, we don't care about spelling around here. We're not even worried about grammar either. We ain't doing it. I have another thing that I keep hearing that I'm supposed to do, and I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to approach it, because I can't even bring myself to say it out loud yet. Life is funny. Tuning forks. Yes, I used to have tuning forks. That was another thing I got that I lost in Ohio. I would get certain frequencies. Yes. Thanks for reminding me of that. Yes. They have machines, though, that can produce frequency sound. They can put you through them and completely eradicate disease. No one can know. This is for entertainment purposes only. I didn't just tell you anything. I used the tuning forks when I was decalcifying my third eye. Like, I could feel it. Like, it was like I could feel it cracking open. It was so fantastic. That's been years ago now, but yeah, tuning forks are fantastic. Yes. I missed that too. I'm going to have to look into that. I doubt if it's calcified any though. I try not to use anything with aluminum in it. And I still take my iodine liquid under my tongue for that too. No, not here. Chaley. This rock I found in a airport restroom one time. It was the craziest thing, you guys. It's a piece of like strawberry quartz. And I was at the airport and I had to go in and use the restroom. And not 10 minutes before that, I was realizing that I had packed all my crystals and forgot to put anything in my pocket or put one in my purse. And I was like, oh, I always like to have a crystal, like, just to help me transmute stuff and stuff. So I walk into the restroom, and there it sits, right by the sink. When I go to wash my hands after I use the restroom, the perfect piece of strawberry quartz. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I stuck it in my pocket, and I've had it ever since. It's been years ago now. Spirit looks out. I believe that crystals are like, they're like their own little tuning forks, you know, like they all have a little frequency, which is much, their frequencies are much higher than most human frequencies. And I think they help us get in tune. I think they help us get it. Hey. I don't know how to not be hard on myself. I've always been like kind of hard on myself. I don't know why I do that. Hey. You ever have this thing where you're getting ready to say something and it's literally ripped right out of your head? Like, aura light. I'll have to look that up. I have a lot of crystals here. Like, this is my first one I ever actually bought, and it's a piece of red jasper, and I got it to work on my root chakra because that's where most of my damage was from childhood. And so I bought myself this big piece of red jasper, and this was my first piece. This one, a friend of mine on Kauai Island gave it to me, and it's oh my gosh, I can't remember. I don't know if you can even see the sparkle. Like, it's a whole bunch of little tiny crystals all together. Hold on, I'll show you better. It's one of my favorites. Can you even actually tell anything? But also I noticed it has a few crystals that are still growing because they're sticking out and they didn't used to stick out where they do now. There's one right there. You can't really tell, but they're like little crystals. It's one of my favorites. I gave away one that was similar to this, but it was like twice this size. And its crystals were big enough that you could see that they were all of the colors. It had pink and red and orange and yellow and blue and green and clear and brown and all these different colors. And I can't remember what it was called, but this healer lady had come and she was telling me that she had been in search of this certain kind of rock. And she described it and I was like, holy macaroni. I was just picking up trash last week and I found this rock and it had a piece of fishing line tied to it. So I kept the rock, and it was the rock that she was looking for, so I let her have it. I've got lots of rocks. I love them. I love them. I love them. I got this nice big piece of rose quartz. It's one of my favorites. I got these big old pieces of labradorite. Labradorite is one of my favorites. I have a unicorn sprite in one of them. There's a little unicorn spirit. You can see it in one of them. I've got a dragon right there in this one. Like, there's like faces and bodies in there. You can see them in labradorite. All right, you guys, I am going to get off here and get me a snack and head to bed here real soon. It is 3 a.m. just about. Whee! Thank you for hanging out with me. It's been so much freaking fun. Super 7. I had some Super 7 amethyst. I had a bunch of Super 7 amethyst at one time. I don't have as much now, but I have chevron. I have this rough, and then I have this. Amethyst is one of my favorites. This one has a few other minerals besides just the... I think the more minerals there are, the better, more powerful. Because synergy, they work together to be more than their combined parts would indicate. Like, yes. I love you guys. I'm so glad we got to hang out. Come back and see me again. I'll be on tomorrow sometime. Labradorite is the one that made you sick when you held it. What was it making you purge? That would be my question. I can't remember exactly what body parts it corresponds with, but I got a ringing in my ear, so we need to look it up. I haven't bought a new rock in a long time. I love pretty rocks. Oh, look. Here's my green fluorite, and it has a crystal hat growing on it. You can't really tell, but it didn't used to be that tall either. It's still getting bigger. I just love them. I found a beautiful piece of rainbow fluorite one time on Kauai Island. I don't have it anymore. But like, they bring me a pretty rock when I'm having a crisis sometimes. You got really nauseated. Take a look into what it corresponds with, the labradorite, and see if maybe it wasn't clearing something for you from your childhood, some kind of wounding or stored something. My throat's doing the thing, so that's important. Look it up. Wow. All right, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm sending you all the hugs. Have a fantastic rest of your night. I'll see you next time. Go tell somebody that you love them.